Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, listen, it is kind of late here, Eastern Standard Time, but we just wanted to jump on this video quickly and just share a few things that God is doing in our lives. So, as many of you know, Ricky and I try not to look at him on this video. I love him so much. Ricky and I have been on a fertility journey for just quite some time. And I've recently truly just surrendered it all to the Lord and just asked his heart for what he would have us to do as we have a heart to be moms and father, mother and father. So God, what would you have us to do? So we have recently journeyed into the land of adoption and actually foster care, just kind of like, Lord, whatever you want to open up, right. We're willing and we are able and we want what you want. And so just today, actually last night, we got a call from the lawyer's agency that we just signed up with, that there was a birth mom looking for adoptive parents. The lawyers knew that it was kind of early in our process, but wanted to include us. So we came home, we, consulted the Lord, reached out to community for prayer, all of the things, and just wrote a letter to the birth mom from my heart, as those letters typically would come from the future adopted mother. And so this evening, we actually got a call that she chose us to be the adoptive parents for her precious baby girl. So we just wanted to, I don't even know how all to put all this. It's so much in our minds. We are really excited, nervous, any other emotion, babe?
If I don't know was an emotion,
I don't know.
because I don't know. I'm an only child. I grew up an only child. I had cousins that I played with until a certain age, and then it's just been my wife and I for ever. And both of us came into this marriage knowing that we wanted children. And we didn't expect all of the things that have happened over our marriage, from the infertility issues to health challenges to all these different things. But where God has us now, we're just in a place where we have all of this love to give to children.
Yeah. I have had a lot of experience with children, being a school teacher for about 18 years in education, being the oldest in my family, being able to have cousins in and out the house, just a bunch of different things. But motherhood, like myself, I'm sure I've had a lot of opinions over the years. Thank you to all who have had to hear of my opinions and had to just guide me on those thoughts and things. But just to do this myself, I don't know, either. But we're just excited to journey this with the Lord. We have truly, since moving to Greenville, there's been such deep heart work in this whole journey of mother and fathering. And so just giving over to the Lord, I will share, for me, I have attended so many baby showers and blessings and dedications, birthday parties. I love helping my friends put together favors. Babe, remember back in the day with all our friends staying at their houses late, going to sleepovers, celebrating their children well. I love children. I love my friends, and I love their children as if they are my own. So I'm not going to say like it hasn't been hard, by the 50th baby shower, and you're like, okay, God, when is it my turn? At some point, though, you have to get to a place where you just surrender. You get to the end of yourself. You know that there is nothing that you can humanly do, and it is all by God's design. I know that he gave me a promise in his word that as I worship him, that he will bless my food and my drink, that I will not be barren. I will not miscarry, that we will live a full life. I know the promises and the words that have come over our life to have children in our home. I know so many of you who have been praying for us in this. And so we're just believing in the Lord. This baby girl has come our way in a matter of 24 hours. where we had just literally started the process of adoption and just getting the paperwork in. Honestly, I think we just met with them to ask them what do we need to do next. We have nothing situated yet, but we know that everything will be done by God's design, and we trust him fully and completely. So we definitely are on our way to making steps towards those things. It just all came really quick.
It came really quick. And it was so interesting that, like I said, I grew up as an only child. I don't have a lot of references to being around little kids, although I love them. I have godchildren, but they're older now. And, I started working in the children's ministry with the 3 and the 4-year-olds. My previous church back home, I dealt with the teenagers. And I can relate to the teenagers, but that little personality is just something that just touches my heart. So it's just God's timing that all of this is coming around at the same time. So
Ricky loves those little kids, by the way.
I love
those babies. Just showed out for him on his birthday on Sunday.
They had balloons for me,
and was emotional.
Cupcakes and everything. And I mean, the kids being excited to sing happy birthday to me, it just warmed my heart. And over the years, I mean, even when I was 3 years old, I knew that I wanted to be a father, and I knew that I was going to have a daughter, and I was going to name her Erica, which is weird. I don't think I'm going to stick with that name, but I just knew way back then that my desire was to be a father and to love boy, girl, just love them. And Janelle and I, we talked about kids before we got married. We talked about adoption before we got married. We talked about so many things, and life just doesn't always go the way you expect it to go. But through all of it, God has been there at the center of our marriage. Even through the hardest times, all of the loss, my mom, my stepdad, my grandparents, health, everything. God has been there at the center. And in this moment in time, I just feel like he knows that now is the time that we can handle these things. So no matter how difficult it may be, no matter the cost, because there is a big cost to adoption, we are trusting God for the finances. We are trusting God for the provision to take care of this baby. We are trusting God that he will continue to fill us up with his love, and that love will overflow to the children that we bring into this home. So this is why we're making this video.
So in a nutshell, adoption comes with a pretty hefty cost. This adoption in particular has a total cost of about $36,600 to be exact. With a significant portion of that will be due upon the acceptance of this birth mom that literally can happen tomorrow. And so we have about a couple of days after that to produce most of that. And so we're just asking. We said, listen, you can't receive if you don't ask, right? And so we're just doing the possible that we can do. We are believing in full faith that God has his hand on this and that he will take care of it. But we're just asking that if you feel led to just sow into this with us and journey in this with us, that you too will be blessed. That if you sow, that you will reap a harvest and a great reward. We definitely have lived by that ourselves. And so now it is time for us to ask for people to sow into us for this cause. And so if you can, whatever that is that you can do, the information will be posted here. And we're also asking that you share. You have no idea who out there has a burden from the Lord to want to sow into a new life. This mom could have chosen to abort this baby. We're always around here, talking about abortion and just wanting to save the lives of children. And here, this mom is taking a brave and courageous yet difficult choice to birth this baby girl and to give the opportunity for her to have a home. And so we could just use your help and your support in that. So share this if you just choose. We were so grateful. And that's it. That's all. That's what we're asking. So
that's all we got.
We appreciate you all. We're going to end this now. It is late here and we still have a little bit of work to do on our end. But we just wanted to share some of our story. We love y'all. We thank you. Thank you so much. May everything that you sow return to you. Because that's just how good our God is.
I was going to say the same thing.
Oh, we're on the same page.
Yeah, I just decree and declare that whatever you sow into us to be able to bring this beautiful baby who's going to be born in the next few months into our home, whatever you sow into us, I just decree and declare a 100-fold return blessing over you. And we just love you and we thank you. We just desire to please God in all that we do, and that even includes taking care of the lost, the orphan, the widow, the broken. That's a part of our mandate as believers and followers of Jesus Christ. And we can't be first love anything if we don't love first. You know, the word says that we love because he first loved us, according to 1 John 4:19. So that's how we live our lives. That's how we operate our marriage and our home. And we just want to love with the love of Jesus. So thanks for listening. I'm sorry this was very long, but we just wanted to kind of give you a small glimpse into what's on our hearts right now and what God is doing with us. So thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Bye.